I hate everything about this culture. I damn near hate everything about society right now. As you guys can tell, I'm quite fed up with humankind at the moment. For anybody that was wondering why I can't be found and why I tend to disappear from time to time, that is done on purpose because I'm trying to preserve my sanity when the humans are out of control. And in society, right now, they are completely out of control. I'm going to expose all the reasons as to why that is and how we got here. I've been shouting from the mountaintops for years now. Sometimes it feels like you guys are listening and other times it doesn't. Nonetheless, somebody has to talk about the truth and they keep exposing it and telling it like it is. Otherwise, it won't change. If you knew better, you would do better. We live in a highly perverted society. Everything about this society is over-sexualized, and I've talked about this before, but it's a little bit worse than I thought it was originally. Originally, I just thought it would be in certain categories of entertainment, and then we find out it's damn near a starter kit for all the people in the entertainment industry. All of them are sexual deviants, doing weirdo stuff behind the scenes. Recently, I seen a video of DJ Academics on a live stream trying to get a 15-year-old and putting him in weird hypotheticals of would he sleep with somebody or another man if they offered him up to him. And this is a 15-year-old kid. This is on a public platform. But he still has his show and his show stays up, which means what? The higher ups are requiring this of him. In 2025, we're starting to realize, and if you put the pieces together, the puzzle pieces together, you do have to be a sexual deviant to make it in certain industries. That is a starter kit requirement. All this weird stuff about certain stuff coming out and the video footage coming out about it, you guys are starting to see. And these people don't get deplatformed or anything for being weirdos. This is what I mean when I say society is overly perverted. Do you guys really understand how disgusting sexual promiscuity is? You get HIV, you get AIDS, you get STDs and STIs from having promiscuous sex. And then you have women that are mad at other men for not wanting to wipe them up after they have certain diseases or after they have a child or two. If you really want to be honest, that child is evidence that somebody, another man, went inside you raw, had an ejaculation. Most heterosexual men do not want that. They want their own seed. But these women don't understand that. Women take every opportunity to show off in this society. You can't even go out to the grocery store anymore without seeing women in tights showing off their butts, showing off their cleavage, them showing it all over the internet. It's all over the internet, social media. You can't get away from it. To get away from it, you'd have to close your doors and stay inside and cut off all social media because it's going to find you. That's just how bad it is, right? And then these women want to get mad at men for looking at them and over sexualizing them whenever they're wearing these things and over sexualizing themselves. None of it makes any sense whatsoever. We are enablers of this. Men are enablers of this because they're too weak. The leadership is faltering. This is why whenever Donald Trump gets into office and he's saying all these kinds of things, people are appalled. Why? Because they're not used to strong male leadership. We have failed generations of people. And this is just showing in every part of society. And who is suffering the most? Who gets the most of the suffering? The children do. They're the ones that have to go through these educational processes that do not work, but promote rainbow agendas. Why? Because the parents are enablers and the governmental leadership is enabling this agenda. But to what end? What's the positive about this? There is none. These parents today have literally no social awareness. No, they're exposing their kids to all kinds of things. I went to a restaurant earlier this morning to pick up, and this mother had her daughter, who had to be at least no older than 8 years old. And I've seen this before in a salon or a barbershop that I go to that's kind of like surrounded by women, and they have their daughters in and out of there. And these mothers let their children, their daughters, wear some of the most scantily clad things. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, why would you allow this? And here's the even scarier part. These mothers, parents, because the men and the women have something to do with this, they're teaching their daughters to be 304s and they don't even realize it. That's the scary part. You're teaching something that's bad for the child, but you yourself as the leader don't realize that it's bad for the child. And so then you have all of these different things, which is further igniting the sexual assaults and the other older perverted that are trying to take advantage of the younger and weak and innocent. All of this is a part of the same society that nobody seems to want to change. They'll change it in little pockets here and there. But as a collective, we cannot agree to outlaw this or to not do this kinds of stuff. I often ask myself, when it comes to how perverted in society and how nobody seems to notice it, how do we get to a point to where your natural sense of right and wrong doesn't even ignite? It doesn't even flicker or occur to you that this is wrong. You're just going la-di-da-di-da-di-da like it's normal, and it's not. We say people like the Amish have it wrong. They're ignoring the technological advances of society. They won't do any other new things. They'll stay on their farm and they won't use phones and they won't use all this other technology. And we'll call them weird. But in actuality, we're the weird ones. Their life, their ways of life are much more conducive or much more right. Those people are much more happier doing what they're doing. Meanwhile, we're all mentally ill and suffering from mental health and having depression and social anxiety. We're enablers of this weak-minded, perverted, over-sexualized society. Will it change? I hope so. But Donald Trump can only do so much. And I keep saying this. Donald Trump can only do so much, guys, in 4 years. If we had another figure like him for another 4 to 8 years, yes, some serious things could change, but who knows if that's going to happen. That's a lot to think about and hard to predict in the future. But it's everywhere. It's in our music, it's in our entertainment, it's in sports, podcasting, it's in the prisons now. This perversion is in every part of society, ruining the minds of people everywhere. Will we change how far we've gotten in society? We will see. All I can do is continue to call this out and continue to make videos about this. We will see what truly happens in society. But that is my video. You guys, if you like this content, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, hit all notifications. Don't hesitate to hit the super chat, super thanks button. I appreciate all donations. I appreciate all the likes. The likes are free of charge. Don't cost anything of you. So, but that's my video. You guys try to have a good day, good week, and I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.